Hey y'all, welcome back to the DG Outdoors channel. Today's video, we're going to talk about waxing your bowstring. A couple months ago, I made a video on waxing your bowstring. It was 2 minutes long, and I don't think I did a very good job. But in this video, I have two compound bows with two different string styles, and we're going to talk about those and how you wax these strings. Now, what I use, I had this thing for years, as you guys can tell. Just look at the top of it. And this thing's going to last you forever. This is Pape's Archery Incorporated bowstring wax. Picked it up at a local bow shop years ago in the town I used to live in. So there's all different kinds that you can use. But I also want to talk about the new string that I have on there, what kind of string it is, where I got it, all that kind of stuff. So the first bow that I'm going to show you guys is the SAS Siege compound bow. Okay. And I just waxed this string yesterday, but this has a teardrop style string on here. Okay, this is a B50 style string, teardrop string, so it's 29 inches long. I picked this up on eBay for $9.95, okay, by Bradco Outdoors. It was the cheapest one they had. I accidentally cut the other bowstring with a, I'm going to take these arrows off real quick. Accidentally cut the other bowstring with the razor blade, trying to put a peep sight in there, which is why I am not going to put a peep sight in this bow. Okay, now this is Dacron, if I didn't say that before, so it's the cheaper version of a bowstring. And really, when I got this, it was really dry. So, all you do, okay, for this style of bowstring, all the fibers are literally from teardrop right here to teardrop right here. So, all you need to wax, and this is very simple, all you need to wax is, don't put any on the serving right here, okay, because it's going to get all gunky and nasty, and definitely don't put any on any of the wired cables. You don't need it, okay? So really all I'm going to do is go like this right here. Just rub a little bit of wax in there. Just like that, if you guys can even see that. I'm going to take my two fingers and I'm just going to rub it in. Just like that, just rub it in. The heat from your fingers will melt it into the bowstring fibers. And it'll actually help maintain the life of your compound bowstring and make it last longer. And there's a lot of friction and heat on these bowstrings, which is why you want to wax them, keep them from drying out. You don't need a whole bunch of it. You really don't. Way too much could be probably a bad thing. But all I'm doing is getting down into these fibers right here, and just rub and rub and rub and rub and rub, and get up in there and try to get all the globs of the wax off of there. So there you go, just like that. It'll keep the strands from fraying as bad. It'll help this. Okay, and on Mamie 98's bow that I'm going to show you guys, she's got a lot more string and there is no wire cables there, and we're going to talk about how to wax her bowstring too. Okay, so again, I'm just going to go down here on this side too, put a little bit of wax on there, just a hair there, and then work it down into the string. It'll give it a nice sheen. It's really going to help. I recommend doing this. I don't do it as much as most people, but I don't shoot a whole lot as much as most people too. Maybe a couple 100, 200 shots I'd do this, if not before. If you notice your bowstring is getting a little dry, then throw some on there, okay? I try to stay off of the servings as much as possible, just because you really don't need to put any on the serving. And there you go. That's how this one's got a little fiber to it. That's how you wax your bowstring there. There you go. You just keep it waxed and brand new bowstring. It'll last you years. And I mean years. Like I've had bows that lasted, the strings lasted over 20 years because it was my dad's bow and I kept it waxing. Never had any issues with it. You're going to want to watch if everything starts fraying up in here, things like that, but that's served too, so that's pretty good that they served all this stuff in. I really like this bowstring. I can't wait to see how it performs. Possibly Tuesday during the day, we'll probably go shoot these things, and we'll do our aluminum arrow shoot off, and you guys will be able to see the vintage bow aluminum arrow shoot off. That'll be fun. Alright, now to Mamie 98's bow. Okay. Let me put this arrow quiver back on here and we'll jump over to that bow real quick. Okay, now, yes, I'm trying not to get into everything. Go up. There we go. Push it down. Locked on there. There we go. Now, on May 98's bow, a lot of the newer bows today have everything's got string to it. So there's strings on these yokes, there's strings on the cables, they're also bowstring. Everything's bowstrings. And hers was getting a little dry, so they needed a little bit more bowstring wax put on there. But here's where this differs. Same exact thing. Anywhere there's string, like in here, you guys want to put bowstring wax, okay? Where you do not want to put bowstring wax is on any of the serving that wraps around your oh my gosh, around your cams, okay? Cams, wheels, anything like that. The bowstring wax will get down in here. It'll be nasty and gunky, turn black. You'll get it all over everything, and I know that because I've done it on an old bow. Okay, so really all you guys are going to do is pop out your bowstring wax again, just go down, start at the cable there, and just go down the bowstring, okay? Just like this, pretty self-explanatory. Again, I try to stay off any of the serving that's on here. So any piece right here, where it's served in there, I'll stay off of, okay? And just go down. Now where hers differs from my bow, the bow that I just waxed, is even these strings in here need to have wax too. Again, I just go down on the cables there. I stay off of, again, stay off anything that's got the serving on it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And I even get down in here on these. She's got the split yoke deal going on here, so I just get some on there too. Okay, on either side, get down in here too. And then you're gonna wanna rub it on in. This bow's 20 years old, okay? The string looks like it's in excellent condition, and according to her, they've never had this bowstring replaced. So we're gonna make it last another 20 years. Maybe we can give it to our kids if it's still in good condition. Who knows? You know, she may want to upgrade at some point, but it still works pretty good. And I just rub and rub and rub and rub and get it all rubbed down in there, all over this bow, the best that I can. Okay, and it's gonna last a very long time, this bowstring will. I checked out, another thing you want to do is look at if there's any separation in the, my brain is, I'm half awake. Separation in the servings, you want to check that out. Maybe a sign that your bow needs to be replaced, or bowstring needs to be replaced. But this actually doesn't have any of that, which is good for a 20-year-old bow. Now I even separate right in here and then rub down inside these cables where they cross and everything. So pretty good thing to do. Again, you don't want to put too much. Start putting too much, it's going to get all gunky, it's going to get all nasty. And yeah, a little goes a long way. Okay, a little goes a long way. And I just keep on rubbing it down. So I hope this helped you guys on the different types of bowstring and how to, or different types of compound bows too, and how to wax these strings. And it's just constant rubbing that in there and checking for frays and looking over your bowstrings and all kinds of stuff. Just tip, don't put them in these cams. This was a rough video for me to talk through, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Jesus loves you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.